Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're going over the stream that just happened with a bunch of new information. ML Straze, of course, Straze, and a couple other things. I'm pretty excited for this, so let's get into this. Do note that this is an extremely rich information stream, and I don't want this to be a 40-minute video, so I'm going to try to go semi-fast. So apologies if I skip through a couple stuff pretty quickly. First off, news rating was 8.2 and Mashu's rating was 8.7. So that's just their general rating out of 10. I just figured I'd show that, why not? We also have the Guild War preseason coming up. Cool Guild War changes, but most importantly here is capacity increases from 28 to 30, so now you can have a full Guild War team, which is something we've been asking for a while. This is something I'm really excited for. Mangoville recruiting, by the way, send me a PM in Discord. You can join in the link description below. You have to be pretty well geared and active on Discord. Those are the main things we're looking for. We also have the Arena for Ambition Seasons frames. I actually really love these. I just wish they weren't so impossible to get. These are the types of things I wanna play the game to get, you know? But they're just not really available to most of us. This one is just fantastic, of course. We then have the Resistance set. And, you know, Resistance set is a really good set, but, I mean, this set isn't. So let's take a look at the pieces. We have the sword here. The sword is 4 speed, 6 health, attack and crit chance. Not terrible, but obviously them throwing attack and crit chance is just ridiculous on this. There really should be ER on this piece. You can't have defense on weapons, so health and speed are 100% supposed to be there. I really should wear a different shirt. My bad. Sorry, team. And the Destroyer's Helm of Ambition, exact same thing here. Would be nice if this had defense. Would be nice if it had ER. 2 subpar pieces IMO, but probably still have to buy them. We then have the Destroyer's Armor of Ambition, which is health, defense, ER, and no speed. Not terrible. This can still roll really well, and then you can gem the crit chance away and do speed as a possibility. We then have the boots, which are fantastic. Pretty much best stats you can get here. Really happy with those. And we have the neck. I don't know what they're doing with this. This is the most insulting thing I've ever seen. There's an attack percent neck with health, ER, crit chance, and crit damage. Like, not even speed. You should not buy that piece, IMO. It's just atrocious, honestly. Then the ring, ER main with health, defense, speed, and attack. I like the ring. The ring is pretty great. So overall, really underwhelming set, and I don't think it would really like hurt them to give us actual substats on things instead of whatever they're giving us here. So next up, this is fantastic. We have some stonks going up here. 35 to 45% attack. We've got 15 to 20% HP and 15 to 20% defense. So this is a boost to all of the golem sets, and a lot of people memed on this saying it was useless, nobody uses golem sets, but I think they're pretty wrong on that. My best geared unit right now, I think, actually has a defense set, and I think a lot of people should have very good defense sets sitting around, especially considering you get an 88 helm and an 88 ring for defense, and you get an 88 weapon, all from Hell Raid for health. So all fantastic sets. I really like. I'm definitely in the minority here, but I really feel like immunity is underrated for a lot of things, and I think a lot of people would do a lot better with health and defense sets on instead of that. An attack set is definitely formidable now. I don't think I would be farming golem, but they're still good for those incidental pieces. Like, somebody who's been playing for a while will have quite a bit of each set, right? Just like accidentally. We then have these ones. And this one is kind of upsetting to me because I do like the idea of Revenge set, 10 to 12 speed, so 2% speed increase, and an additional 0.5% speed, which is pretty great. For injury here, 5 to 6% boost, and for pen, 10 to 15%. So penetration is actually a pretty good set, but the problem is it's so hard to get enough crit rate and stuff. You kind of like it's kind of the whales that these are useful for, right? Like, it's the people buying equipment packs that can use a lot of these stuff. It's really hard to reach the numbers you need with these sets. So I do like these. I like Revenge as well. I do not like Injury whatsoever. I think Injury should maybe be a 2 set instead. But overall, definitely not going to change my mind in farming this. It's not worth, like, penetration set is great. I would love to use it, but it's not worth accidentally getting injury and revenge sets, basically. We then have this here, pretty major thing here. Equipment enhanced cost reduced by 15% forever. So this is applied after the maintenance tomorrow. Just a flat 15% reduction, which is fantastic. We then have Crow and Holy Sacrifice rate up. We then have Ravi and Sigurd's Scythe rate up. We then have some new devices in the Automaton Tower. They added Charlotte, which seems pretty good, and a bunch of other things, or Valen as well. We then have July Expedition boss rotation. There is no Wyvern ones, so get wrecked there. But don't worry, they added the Golem one, so there's that. We then have the drop rate up for Sez and Manica of Control. I don't even know what Manica of Control is. And speaking of Sez, they mentioned this during this part. I don't know if they know anything. They said they didn't, but you never know. But there is a balance patch coming out in 2 days or 3 days, or at least the notice of it. So be sure to be subscribed and all those shenanigans there. Make sure you hit the bell notification. I'll have a video out for that right as we go. I'm trying to go fast because we have a lot of stuff to cover. We then have SSV and Rengar Special Drink finally coming back on the 1st for 2 weeks. That is pretty insane. So many people are going to be happy about this. Also with the Seaside Showdown with Best Girl left side. That's just like the side story we got last year. And then we have Holiday Euphiene from 722 to 8/5. So unfortunately, what I believe this means is from the 1st of whatever month that is, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, to the 5th of August, I believe, is just all reruns, which is a little unfortunate. I was really expecting like next week there to be Seaside Iseria or something like that. Like it really felt like that sort of time. But no, it looks like we're getting a bunch of reruns. I could be wrong there. There is a gap here. There's a 7-day gap from the 15th to the 22nd. That'll probably just be filler banners, one of the ones we just showed probably. But yeah, this is great for people who don't have them. Make sure you get Rengar's Special Drink. Make sure you get SSB. I would make sure you get Holiday Euphiene as well. I think she's a fantastic character, really underrated. We then have Side Story, of course. We then have the Coin Shop rotation with Fallen Cecilia, Aravi, Chloe, and Vildred. I still can't see the Coin Shop. We then have the Ruella of Light skin. So let's actually take a look at this here really quickly, because we do have a video to watch together. So let's go into this. We'll bring up our browser.
I, Ruel, hereby swear to lead everyone to victory. There's a reason they call me the Saint of Light.
Erica Lindbeck, by the way. Beautiful VA, one of my favorites. Actually, probably my favorite VA, actually, I would say, is Erica Lindbeck. But the skin looks pretty sweet. Let's go see a little bit more. Is there any more things? No, it's just all an interview, but I like the end of the interview. I think it's really cute. Right here, it's coming.
파이팅!
Woo woo! She's my spirit animal. Okay, let's go back in here. Pretty cool thing. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you this and ruin it for you. I personally love this skin. Twitch chat was a little bit back and forth on it. But just because, let's zoom in. No, let's go. That's too big. Let's go to 200%. Look at the size of her hand. It is massive. I don't know if it's just like the angle, but it's pretty heckin' massive. I'm so sorry to everybody. So let's go back here, see what's next. We have the Advent Side Story. This is a new game mode they're releasing. Opens up after episode 2. Side Story opens for 2 weeks every set period. I'm not really sure when and how often this is going to be, but it'll have a preview week. Same thing as the Hall of Trials, my most hated thing in this game. There's no need for preview weeks. Let us just do it. Okay, and most importantly here, not only is there hard difficulty, not only is there an hell difficulty, but there's an epic hell difficulty, which is pretty cool. And you can clear epic hell up to 10 times. Provides greater modification gems and catalysts, blah blah blah. And then we have the Advent Side Story, and you can see here, if you want to zoom in here, if you want to zoom in, Oh, I don't have my hotkeys on this computer yet. I have to manually zoom. So let's zoom in like this. Go. Look at these. Look at these. We're finally getting them. These are... I don't know if they're light or dark, but I think these ones are light, I guess. And we're going to be getting 4 of them from this event. And then we'll also be getting 1 more from the achievement. So you will get a full summon from this. And that's pretty sweet. There's also some modification gems there and some other stuff at the bottom. We then have 3 phases here, and the 3 phases, they're each going to use 3 characters, and it looks as if it's very elemental based. Think of it like a bonus stage, like with the world boss. You're going to want to use all earth units versus the water boss or the ice boss, for example. And it looked like, in the way they were doing it, that one team goes from 100 to 66, one team goes from 66 to 33, and one team goes from 33 to 0, and each of the areas are going to have different mechanics. It looked pretty easy from what they were doing, and they were using some kind of meme units here, like Silk and Clarissa and some other people. And may the cruel yoke of destiny be listed when night falls. So let's watch this one as well here. Open up the browser. Switch over. I'm all ready.
Cruel yoke of destiny be lifted when night falls.
Heck yes, it will, Crispin.
Destiny cannot escape my sword.
Heck
Your
yeah,
ruin
Crispin.
fast approaches. I shall present you with a chilling chaos.
Okay, insane VA as always. If you don't know who Crispin is, go look it up, because he does everything, literally everything. He's got like a 10,000 page IMDb profile. So as for his stats, he's got insane stats: 1228 attack, 109 speed, crit chance, crit damage, and he does have the boost to crit chance and crit damage from his awakening, so even his awakenings are fantastic. A little bit low defenses for a warrior, to be honest. 57, 84, 55, 553 defense, but it's all good. His imprint concentration is attack percent as well, which will go perfectly with his theme. And of course, he is a dark warrior as well. And his skill set is kind of bonkers. It looks pretty OP, to be entirely honest. And his skill 3 here, I was semi-right with his skill set, by the way. So his skill 3 is an AoE that penetrates defense by 30% on the highest HP or max HP target. This is going to target, like, if Fallen CC has 25k max HP, but only has 3k HP, and somebody else is higher, it's still going to target the Fallen Cecilia. And when the caster's attack is greater than the pen target's attack, pen rate increases proportionate to the difference up to a maximum of 100%. This is going to do boatloads of damage, absolutely insane damage. And it also, when it kills, grants invincibility for the caster for 2 turns, and this does help him survive a little bit, at least go one skill 3 into skill 2 here. Goes down to 5 turns with the Molagora here. Can we see the skill here? Yeah, let's watch the skill here. And watch the damage it does too, because it does... I have hiccups. So that's 34,927 damage on the Fallen Cecilia there, which is pretty insane. And it didn't even break, well, it barely broke the barrier of the other 2 there, and 5,300 on the Ravi. So you can see how much extra damage the defense pen does. It's honestly bonkers. And let's be real here. It looks like this is going to one-shot anybody with high HP. Like, if this hit Crow, it would have one-shot him. If this hit Ravi, it would have one-shot her. Anybody. It would have one-shot any of them, I think. And that's through barrier and everything, too. It's insane how much damage it does. His skill 2 is also insane. Dispels 2 buffs, ignores effect resistance of any target with attack lower than his, and when there's fewer than 3 enemies, 3 or fewer, by the way, and there will be 3 or fewer because you're killing somebody with his skill 3, damage dealt increased. So yeah, this is insane, and his attack is going to be higher than everybody's attack except for, I believe, Senya and possibly Carrot, but I think he'll still have higher attack than a lot of Carrots. The other insane thing here is soul burn for 10 souls. I don't know why 10 souls. That's so good. So flipping good. And his skill cooldown decreased by 2 turns, which turned this into a 3-turn or a 1-turn ability. Absolutely insane. And his skill 1 is equally insane, honestly. His skill 1 is 20% CR boost to himself when he hits it. And the thing is, you're not going to be skill 3. You're not going to be skill 1 in until the 3rd turn with him, because you're going to be skill 3, then skill 2. But any dual attacks will boost him up a lot. It'll be massive. So his general rotation will be skill 3, burn skill 2, skill 1, then skill 2, then I think skill 3, or maybe skill 1. But basically, he's going to cycle through his abilities. He'll use Powerful Strike quite often, especially with all the dual attacks that happen in Guild War. You know they're coming, right? They're absolutely coming. So let's go back into here, because there is more. I'm out of breath. So we already saw this here. We saw Star Extinction as well. Oh, is there more? I actually don't think there's more. No, there isn't more. Mystic Summon rotation here as well. Benevolent Roman and Straze. So I'm not usually super hype about new ML5s. Like I'm like, they look cute and I'd like to use them. But he looks super husbando and he looks bonkers. Like he looks straight up broken from his skill set. Maybe the fact that he's not super sturdy might hold him back. Like he can't stealth like Landy does. He doesn't really protect himself outside of invincibility, which is only 1 turn. So maybe there's a downfall with him not being tanky enough. That's the only thing I can think of. He's also somewhat like high stat requirements, but at the same time he doesn't need effectiveness, so that lowers that as well. So obviously he's gonna be good, right? He's got to be good, but will be interesting to see how he performs without super survivability. So that's a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. Actually, don't feel free. Flip and do it. You'll get luckier pulls. Helps me out so much. Do you know more than 50% of you aren't subscribed? If you watched this long and you're not subscribed, come on, let's go. Anyways, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.